When I think about classical education, it's the education our kids deserve. Textbooks tell you what scholars have said about things that happened in the past, recent past or hundreds or even thousands of years ago. Whereas in a classical education, we take those texts head on with each other because they still speak to me and they still speak to you and they still speak to a 15-year-old.
My students here come to me having already studied Greek and Roman culture, or for short, Greco-Roman culture, with my colleagues. They take ancient history, they read ancient literature and translation, they study the culture, I think to some extent the art, the architecture, and various other classes. So they come to me with a foundation in this world. This means that I can simply be a language teacher.
In our history classes, we spend a lot of time teaching writing, and we really help the students find their writing voice. In their freshman year, we get to teach them all of the different tools that are necessary to start writing, and then by their senior year, we're seeing real writers develop their own styles and their personalities, and watching those characters come through is just one of the most rewarding aspects of teaching these students writing.
I've also been just thrilled to see that it's not just about the academics here. It's such a joyful atmosphere. The friendships that I see forming with all of these students is just beautiful, and they're rooted in Christ. So they're just lifting each other up as they're going through their high school years. So it's a joy to teach here. It's a joy to be with these students.
Our school motto here at Cardinal Kung is abiding in the truth with joy. As St. Ignatius once said, the glory of God is man fully alive. And that's what we want. We want our students to be fully alive in every way, physically, mentally, spiritually, academically. We want them to encounter the truth that sets them free, the truth that allows them to experience joy.
Right now in literature, I'm reading Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but it's the 1818 edition. And my favorite thing about reading this book is the fact that I'm able to connect it to what I'm learning in moral theology.
My favorite teacher is probably my math teacher because she just always brings so much joy and life into the classroom.
2 years from now when I graduate, I'll be doing things that right now seem impossible, just because of how the school builds us up slowly. I'm really grateful for that.
So this year I was able to participate in the St. Louis de Montfort Marian consecration, and it was really a beautiful moment for my spiritual life because I was able to connect my faith through our Blessed Mother, and it allowed me to have a deeper relationship with God. And it was also nice because I was able to talk to my peers about my faith.
We sought Cardinal Kung so she could be around a peer group that was looking for the same things that we were, truth and beauty. And we wanted a school that would teach her to think on her own and not be told how to think.
It's a Christ-centered school. Every subject, every teacher is in line with God's teaching. And the school as such is really fiercely Catholic, and that's enough for us.
Catholic part of our school as a Catholic classical school really brings the classical model to its consummation. That is, we know that the truth that we are learning and investigating in science, in math, in history, in literature, extends into art, extends into music, and ultimately it reaches for the truth that is Jesus Christ.